Greetings and welcome, my friends, and thank you for tuning in to I Am Powered by Love. I'm Demi, and welcome to your Soul Scopes. And for all of you beautiful humans tuning in for the very first time, a Soul Scope is a channeled Akashic record reading based on your zodiac, and this is for Aquarius Decan 2, which is from January 30th to February 8th. So, checking here, making sure that my notes are accurate. And so for those of you whose birthdays are falling between that time, this is going to be a channel Akashic record reading for you. Now, I'm a spiritual life coach. Again, my name is Demi, and I'm also a certified aromatherapist, Akashic record reader, and Reiki master. So I'm going to just jump right in because for the Decan 2s, there's also a little subset. So because we are now moving in the age of Aquarius, and the full moon that we just had is also in Aquarius, there are some influences that are happening here for you. So I'm just going to get myself comfortable, and let's just get really nice and cozy and get to know one another, because we're going to be here for just a moment. So first things first, the influences that you were moving in from the beginning of the year have just really taken flight for you. You have begin to overcome a lot of obstacles, and so from June you are starting to see and have felt the direct impact of all the decisions and choices you've made to change some of the parts of yourself that weren't in alignment with where you wanted to go. So you straighten those things out, i.e. looking at the harmony in the relationship, or letting a relationship go, or the relationship had already ended. So A, B, or C in that category, but you were like looking at the outcomes, looking at the adventure of it, and saying, okay, what parts of this can I change? What parts can I take responsibility for? And what parts would I like it to look different? And how would that be coming from within me? And so that is one aspect. And also on the career portion of the aspect, you began making those subtle changes. So when it comes to unconditional love, and also withstanding all of the tribulations, is what I'm hearing, trials, tribulations, turbulence, and traumas that have come from that, you've determined that the best way to get that version of love is by walking in that kindness, that selflessness place of you, that wants to deepen the connectivity in the next version of your relationship, and that would be accurate in hearing. So, and then you've applied that intuitive, emotional muscle into other areas of your life. You're still healing from the reasons and causes for that, but you are looking at how to move that into a better position. However, because you haven't really healed the source, this full moon is now about to bring out what parts of you where this still exists, because we can't move from one picture to the next without sweeping between the parts of the picture that were broken. So the shards of glass have fallen from the picture frame that cracked, but we still have to clean up the parts that broke. So this is where this energy is now going to start bringing and heightening, and has been actually, they're saying, since end of May, all of June. You walked into the eclipse season of July with the expressive portions of Cancer's subconscious, introspective, emotional view of the truth of who you are. And now we're walking into the August the 3rd, the full moon, that is now bringing about the awareness of it. So we have the waters of the emotions that have been streaming forward, and now we are about to bring the fluidity of thought into our conscious awareness of why those things happen, because you can definitely say you want a different version of this side of the picture, and this is the one we want. But to actually manifest it in full authority, we have to be speaking from the healed perspective of ourselves. So those attributes that have not been healed, and if you are beginning to see that that part still exists within you, if it's not clear, it's about to become clear between now and August the 11th. But furthermore, this picture frame that was broken, cleaning up those shards now, this is going to take that same diligence of work and ethics that you have, the hard work and resilience to keep pushing and moving forward. You're going to have that with yourself, to bring the truthfulness to light, so that you can make clear decisions without the fogginess. And so that resistance of influence is going to start showing itself with unexpected delays, disruptive circumstances and events that are going to come to play. However, the changes that you made for those who are still in the relationship, who have begun relationships, who determined that we didn't want that same outcome, these are the same methods that you would employ and engage and begin to follow the guidance. Don't go back into the fear, the parts that are old. Let's begin to clean those up, because that residue of the broken mirror, the broken glass that's there is still there. So you don't want to go back into the habits and the patterns and the cycles in the new relationship. And now that you're experiencing some harmony in the relationship, you also want to begin engaging from the depth of who you are, because this gives the fullness of a satisfying, healthy version of life. And that's what you want. You want all of the inner world to now, be pronounced in the outer world. So I'm going to go to the ancestor cards for a little bit of confirmation and some more guidance. And here, and if this is you, those of you who are hearing this, whose birthdays fall between January 30th, 31st, February 1st and 2nd, are going to be impacted by this particular information. And so, first card has already fallen out. And if you've been with me before, my friends, you know that whatever pops out comes to show out. Well, there's card number 2. And let me show you which cards they are. We're using the Ancestry deck here. And so we're doing a 3-card pull confirmation for guidance, any additional guidance, or for confirmation and clarity. So I'm going to reach down on my friends. We're just at home, just chilling out, just doing a live channel reading. So here we go. 2 cards that have fallen are these 2 cards. I'm going to go into the deck for the 3rd. Choose your path. So again, this is the clarity and the cleanup of which direction and how you go forward. And with all the broken shards there on the ground, we're unable to see with clarity how to really strike and blaze a path forward. The changes must come from within you, especially if you haven't been able to live as you truly desire. So in order to get that direction, you must have healing and release from the old story in order to move that story forward. Because as you do, we have to be brave and honest. We have to take this honest assessment to find out who we truly are. And when we do, we're going to see that the investment in self is really the only investment that we can make. Because the last thing we want is continued, negative traumas and reopening wounds of hurt and pain to get us to see that we need to heal it. So we need to clearly see the dynamics that are happening in order to heal. And that's exactly where we are. This is a confirmation. Choosing your direction, being brave and honest, stepping forward into the light, cleansing, healing, releasing, and letting go. And then what I love most about summer is being able to bask in the sunshine and the satisfaction and fulfillment of all that we desire, dream, and deserve. So I want to thank you, my friends, for tuning in to SOULSCOPES. I'm Demi. And if this reading resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and share so that you can get the other half of August and all future SOULSCOPES. And if this reading resonates with you and you'd like a more deeper reading, please sign up at the link below for your chance to win a free reading. And you can just go to I Am Powered by Love and book that more intense private personal reading with myself or any of the great, wonderful master readers that we have at I Am Powered by Love. And I want to thank you for tuning in. And until next time, I'm signing off.